Hello everybody, my name is Zelinator, and welcome back to Minecraft Through the Android 0.9.5. What changed? I don't know. But we're gonna play it. So we are on the second version of 0.9.5. And I don't think the wiki knows where it is. Couldn't find any other information elsewhere. So, back to work. What we'll probably be doing is making another shovel, make another pickaxe. I say as I nearly hiccup. Do. Come on. It's already turning nighttime. Oop. Alright, now I feel better. We'll go catch some Z's real fast. That's not the bedroom. Bedroom is this one. Should probably figure out some sort of a new build. I have an idea, but it's gonna need cobblestone. And I don't really want to go mining more cobblestone. Don't particularly want to go massive tree chopping as well right now. That stuff's boring. I should do it on my own time. Although, truth be told, I end up doing not Minecraft related stuff off stream. Alright, anyways, I'm looking out for the next place I wanted to build because I feel like I had plans over here. What I always could do is in preparation for larger farm. I see bad guys. Think I can get some gunpowder out of you and welcome back. I don't know what the tough and granite change was. Hello, Green Bean. I haven't been keeping up with the new features. Nothing new there. Oh boy. Ryan, you've returned. It's been a while. 2014, I think. I think 0.9.5 was 2014. Either way, it's been out for a long time. This was right after Infinite Worlds. Alright, we're gonna head back, and I think maybe I'll try going caving again. How about we start heading closer towards the caves? Or try to find caves closer to home. Oops. Gonna shut that door. I've been surprised outside my door multiple times. We'll grab a stack of sticks. This is gonna be used for torches. And then we'll make 2 more iron pickaxes. In fact, I want to feel safe, so we're gonna take this bucket. Nope. Now's a good time then to keep hopping back on the series, since I've finally gone back to streaming. And I don't have any of the iron. Oop. I'm still hoping to acquire more gold, because I want at least another spire out here. Back, forth, back, forth. Alright, what we're looking for. Boop, boop. Let's go adventuring. Hopefully we don't wander too long before nighttime approaches. I'm also hoping that whatever caves we find have plenty of coal. At least now I know which way home is, I think. Pretty sure it was this direction. Here's a cave. There we go. Hold on, did I see... I thought I saw a slime. I don't think so. I think it's just the creeper over there. See him off in the distance. Well, this was nice. Hopefully this cave is good and it doesn't dead end 20 blocks straight down. I've encountered too many caves where it's a big vertical drop and then it's a little poop. And that's it. Well, this one was not a little boop, but it was still equally short. Alright, expedition over. Let's go back. There's another one. I see you. And I see two more to the left. But why? Why are they everywhere? Well, that was nice. You showed me where the next cave entrance was. And there's another one down there. It'd be nice if all these cave entrances means I'm more likely to run into a long cave. Stream hiccup question mark? This was worse than the other one. But I had more iron. I remember playing on school tablets. I always had my Android one. Other people I knew had Kindles and iPads. Multiple exits. I hope that's a good sign. That's a dead end, but let's grab the goods before we keep moving forward. Nope, that's just surface. This is surface as well. So is up there. Presumably, I don't know what's behind that tree. Alright, let's head down. And hopefully this one won't be a disappointment. "5 years since you joined my stream." 2021 was when I started long-term streaming. I think it was 10 episodes of Minecraft Legacy, because I was kind of ready to be done with the series. After 5 years, I was ready to put it to rest. So I did several streams there. I think that was June 2021. And then a few months later, in August, that's when UMP fully began. We're gonna grab cobblestone and realize that's all floating. So what if I do boop? That didn't help. Ta-da! Lava be gone. Episode 80 at 5 a week. Wouldn't that be 2022? No, maybe not. When did I end the year? Was that episode 100? So what would that have been, December? It was almost 2022. Can I boop boop? Hippity hoppity. This water is now my property. It's a little quiet around here, and I don't know why that is. I just feel like I'm waiting for something to jump out at me. Whoop. Hello. That's a drop. That is what a drop is. We will ignore Mojang's use of the term. And we're out of torches, that's why I brought more sticks. Whoop. I wasn't expecting those two to drop either. Nah, I'll keep the torch. What are the chances of something spawning in there? I keep the caves nice and bright, not only to mark where I've been, but also to prevent stuff from spawning. But in this scenario, is that really necessary? Haven't there been multiple creators for cubic chunks over the past, like 12 years? No, even longer than that, I think. Unless I'm thinking of a different mod that extended the height limit. There was one back in beta, late beta, that I remember playing. 1.7.3. Other ways, cubic chunks just maintained by one person. Are there no other contributors? In the business world, that's a single point of failure. Hello. Goodbye. That feels so not fun, needing to swing my sword 4 times. My diamond sword, the most powerful weapon in this game, and it takes 4 hits to kill 1 zomble. What is this math? At least Java Edition didn't adjust the damage values until enchanting was added. It'll still be a few more versions before we get enchanting. Your username still says Evil Neuro though. Do you still watch? Presumably it's still going on. Shouldn't have said that because now there's a song. Alright, I'll bypass the 10 years of history. There's a music playlist I've been keeping up with, and one of the songs was a Nero cover of Miku by Anamanaguchi. I'm not surprised it was added to the playlist, because 2017, 2018, the original song was added. This is a random 2-block tall pathway. This cave is very jagged. I don't know why. It feels weird. Like, this cave has a lot of 90-degree angles. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm gonna need that coal soon, but I really want to light this place up since I keep encountering bad guys. I don't think this is an end. Is it? This is a weird cave shape right here, because I know it's not a ravine. Alright, this is where we take a quick breather and go back for all this coal. How have the Farlands come full circle? They were removed and they were never added back. They were just acknowledged. That's not true. They were acknowledged officially, other than Notch, upon their removal in beta 1.8. And then in 1.21. Whatever was out when Kurt reached it, they added another splash. Oh yeah, they were a stone wall. And then you got the tunnels. And then as of 1.18.2, they were a stone wall again. I want to know why. What changed between 1.18.1 and .2? Catch some Z's. Isn't it only... Assuming you're in the same time zone, isn't it like 1 over there? That's like after lunch nap time. There's some more floating gravel. The next update, 0.10. 0.10 adds particles beneath sand and gravel that are floating. Sleep schedule's messed up. Still have difficulty with school or work or whatever as your vision slowly becomes more and more impaired. Assuming that's still what's happening. Well, that's nice. 48 for 48. I wasn't even counting the coal. There we go. Now I feel better. Curses! Curses, I say, as we have to restart the stream and all that not fun stuff. Wait, the clock's still up. I was really hoping to say, you know, once the stream came back, that, man, this clock is so useful. I can use it for so many things. Man, who told my bitrate to go to sleep as well? It's not time yet. Barely 20 minutes into today. Probably. It's probably going to be closer to 15 if frames keep dropping. The amount of watch time. Big sadness. Big sadness indeed. Come on, upload speed. I believe in you. Maybe I really should just, like, keep them unlisted or whatever. Where's the fun in that? Oops. Alrighty, the trick to being a good tuber is to be adaptable. I can take that off now. If everything goes well, this is going to be a one singular video. And there's a very high chance that this part's about to look noticeably higher quality. The image should be clearer compared to everything we've just witnessed. But the internet says not today. And so I'm going to say, alright, well fine, time to give up. And I forget my pickaxe isn't over in slot 2 anymore. Chirp chirp. Alright, so we are not half an hour into the day, but we're gonna go for another hour and 32 as it is. Little disappointing that it's not currently live, but I have enough. Hiccup again. I have enough storage space to at least get this out as one singular video. So, we'll do that later. That just means boo delays. Oh well. Man, I don't want to go back to pre-recorded videos. Record all that data, write it to disk, and then upload. Man, after how many duds? It was 2 or 3. After 2 or 3 dud caves when we started this trip, we are finally in a good area. Like, man, this place is great. There's some of that red dust. We'll go down and pick it up. Hey, I think I'll find some blue carbon. That'd be nice. Seen a lot of lava down there. Where's my bucket? Although we're gonna toss that real fast. Let it flood. I like my safety. You have no self-preservation, like the like that cow that jumped off the roof yesterday. This way, Mr. Zomble. Teehee. Sorry, I will watch you. You don't have any XP for me, so I don't have any incentive to finish you myself. A little harsh, but it's just a Zomble. Maybe I'm just mad at them because they take 4 hits to die, and I will indeed continue to keep bringing that up. Alright, say no to lava. Say no again, even though I think... Oh, never mind. The way it looked, I thought there was going to be more stuff after this. Is this one thingy? I think I fixed it. The water. Water, I believe, still likes being in thin slices, and I don't know why. And it's very difficult to update. I don't know why water is unresponsive with its updates. I wonder if that's a performance optimization thing. Like, only sometimes water will update all associated blocks. Speaking of water, why is this so far away? Oi. Oops. My fault. Or is it? I had a torch on there, right? Maybe I could just not put the torch back. Or if I have to climb up here, I'm doing it the manual way. See, what is this? Why is not all the water updating? Come on. What is wrong with you? There's a reason why people call this bug rock. Oh my gosh, that took forever. I'm not even going to bother with the lava. It was difficult enough. Hello. Just trying to do something with all that water. Enderman can pick up gravel. Wonder if Enderman can cause cave-ins. Hello. What was that, 3 hits? Do Endermen have 20 hit points? Why does the Enderman go down faster than the Zomble? There's no way. Oi. Oi, I say. Alright, well now that I'm back down here, and now that I'm gonna hopefully fix that. Thank you. I don't know what I'm gonna use this red dust for, but if I pick it up now, then I won't have to pick it up later. Chirp, chirp. Nothing I can do about that. I can do something about the internet issues, but I can't do anything about the bird. Hello. And this is why I brought a bucket this time. Man, this cave is so much more interesting than the one that we were mining at, closer to the village. 'Cause that one was alright, but I think I explored at least 95% of it in 2 or 3 trips. I meant though, it is nice to at least have some form of caves, because the old limited world size having 0 caves, that was not very fun. I feel a sneeze coming. I don't know if I can pineapple this one away. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. And boop, I'll take that, thank you. It's weird needing to talk to myself again. I don't think a video full of silence would be interesting. Well, for some reason, people make like hour-long videos of just Minecraft alpha noises. There's a lot of redstone, but where are the diamonds at? Probably shouldn't have been standing on that gravel when I put the torch down. Well, let's get all of this. Hold on, I need to fix that. Let me do. In fact, how about I do this? Old pickaxe, new pickaxe, next pickaxe, axe, shovel. I think I'll keep that as a bucket. Maybe I should just start doing this. What'll end up happening, hopefully, is as this pickaxe goes away, everything to the right of it will slide over. You know what? Maybe instead of bucket, I should have torches. I have a hard enough time balancing 9 inventory slots. I'm gonna have even more difficult balancing only 7. Could be worse. Could be 3. It was 3 way back when the series started. But at the same time, we were like half a creative mode. There were certain blocks that you got for free and were endless. Bye bye. Anything that needed crafting. Whereas all the natural stuff you can get, you could those were all limited. Hello. I'm sorry, Cole. I didn't mean to cook you. Let me get all this real fast. Surprise! Looks like there's another water source here. And more redstone. Hooray! I wonder what the ratios are for redstone to diamonds. Because once you find redstone, at least you know you're at their correct limit. Bye bye. At least you know you're at the correct limit, the correct height. But diamonds, presumably, since this is bedrock, I don't know for certain, but presumably if it's like Java, only you can spawn once in a chunk. Wow, look at this area. An actual cavern. Wait, didn't we discuss caves versus caverns before? I feel like I forgot the difference. I know we've talked about this. I know we've talked about it at least twice before, and now I don't have other people I can ask. What's the definition of cave and what's the definition of cavern? I'll take that thing. Oh, hold up. That sneeze is taunting me, but he isn't threatening yet. He's off in the distance. If this was Fortnite, he's emoting. Oh, you know what? I have a better analogy. If this was Prop Hunt, he's taunting me. There we go. Okay, I'll just... Oh wait, no damage. Hooray! Just trying to avoid just taking the big fall. Hello. Why are the shadows light gray? That looks so unnatural. There's supposed to be rendering improvements over the course of 0.10. Bye-bye. There's supposed to be rendering improvements over the course of 0.10, so I'm hoping the game looks a little better, but I don't know. A lot of these old versions... Do I risk it? Do I just try getting rid of the water and hope it doesn't flood? Nope. Because I don't want my torch getting washed away. This just keeps going. Well, anyways, 0.10 is supposed to fix the rendering bugs, and a lot of these older Pocket Edition versions, they were all a little small, but incremental big changes, it feels like. So it's like all these older versions had maybe one big change, and then other small stuff. But like all these big changes start to add up, so each update as a whole is not massive, and is a big overhaul to the game. Well, like, over time, they all add up. 0.9, 0.9, adding infinite worlds was a big improvement. I knew it. I knew that wouldn't update. 0.9 was a big improvement with infinite worlds, but other than that, other than whatever's related to the new worlds and biomes and whatnot, there's not a lot happening. Most of the blocks we've already had. If you remember back at home, we had the acacia tree farm. We already had different wood types. Well, more than just the original 3. I say original 3. Oak was the first one for a while. But we had birch and spruce naturally generate. Hello, gravel, I see you. I'd rather update the gravel when it's safe. Doesn't that look so weird? They're so bright compared to the surrounding area. And man, I feel like I got so lost. Because I'm starting to realize I just kept going and going and going, like the Energizer Bunny. Trying to follow my trail of torches back sounds like a very long process. And look, it worked! Party potato! I finally figured out how to use the inventory. Figured out how to manage my hotbar in a way that's appealing. I feel like this is what I did previously within the first 40 episodes, and then I kind of just forgot. I will hopefully be complaining about the hotbar less as long as I know that it shifts over and use that to my advantage and not disadvantage. That was a big yawn. Hopefully y'all didn't hear that. Nice mute. I think I got to the button fast enough. But I need to remember I can't apply Java logic to this. It's a whole different game wearing the skin of Minecraft textures. This is the Pocket Edition. Is an official fan game. Legacy Console was as well. But people like Legacy Console more. I wonder if the, not Nostalgia Project, the folks working on Nostalgia Launcher are gonna end up making their own modified versions of older versions. Kind of like how once the dev builds and source code or whatever Legacy Console was made available. Once all that was made available, people started making their own Legacy Console mods. One of the first things people did, I wanna say it was within a matter of like 3 to 5 days. Someone ported the Aether to Legacy Console, and I was like, well, that's cool. And so I don't know what else other than modern features. People bringing modern features over. I feel like hopefully Mojang is gonna start trying harder to appease the community. A lot of people wanted the sulfur cube to be filled with TNT to be ignitable. And it took about a month or so, or a little less, and they delivered. Hooray! So I know they're listening. I know they at least pay attention when there's that much feedback. And so, hooray, they added it. So I haven't really seen many complaints with the update. It's just kind of funny that no one is using it for the for anything. No one are using the sulfur cubes for what was showcased at Minecraft Live. But that's okay. In a game like Minecraft, no one can tell you what you can or cannot do. Unless, age verification and all that, and they lock you out of social features. But other than that, did I run out of a stack already? As if this is supposed to be food. There's my torches. There's my water bucket. Oh wait, where's my shovel? I don't need a shovel yet. Hopefully. I don't even really need food. I'm only missing 2.5. And receiving damage is kind of slow on here unless I end up falling in lava. But if I fall in lava, what'll end up happening is I would die faster than I could consume the food. Since this isn't beta 1.7 and earlier where I could just spam food as long as it's available in the hotbar. Because the villager since 1.6. I don't even know when villagers get sounds on here. I think trading's coming soon. That might be a 0.12 feature. 0.12 was a big catch-up update, trying to bring the many of the missing features from Java over. So hopefully stuff like that gets implemented. I wonder if that's when they adjust the daylight cycle. Because as of yesterday, it was still 16 minutes. I'm starting to appreciate when water goes away fully, because there are too many times where water doesn't go away fully. I've also realized I've made a mistake in not bringing 2 stacks of sticks, because this cave doesn't stop. When I pop up on the surface, I'm going to have no idea where I am. I should have brought the compass, because if I at least have the compass, then no matter what, I can always head back to spawn. Then once I'm back at spawn, at least I could figure out my way to the village from there. I was thinking of bringing it, but I figured, no, it won't be that bad. We're gonna end up staircasing because I still have a lot of pickaxe durability. And there's no way I'm gonna try to go all the way back. And boop. Besides, if I go all the way back, I'll end up losing my place. That's one of the reasons why sometimes, instead of trying to find my way out, I'd rather just staircase from where I'm currently at. That way, I have fast access to where I was, how far I've traveled. Hello. The torches or lava? That's lava, except we're gonna see if they burn. Maybe not. Mr. Zombie got knocked in. Alright, now we can eat. Feast! Nice chicken dinner. Alright, now we'll flood all that. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean for all of that to come down. Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't standing under there. Oh, I didn't mean for that big ol' cave-in. Be careful with gravel, people. Oops. Wait, hold on, how do I have... Oh, that's right, I have a diamond chest plate. I looked over at my armor points, and I was a little confused by why I was only missing 1.5. Alright, well, we're gonna go down there. We're gonna go down into the gravel pit. But I needed another lava, or another water, because I'm pretty sure I just, got rid of it when I placed the one block. Oopsies. I'll admit, though, that was entertaining. Oh, I'm so sad. So sad that wasn't live. At least it was pre-recorded. If I was just, mining on my own, I would have been so, disappointed that I didn't catch that on camera. Yeah, I was not at all looking up. I was, just seeing the little area and thought, let me, get rid of this gravel real fast. No, I was focused on getting rid of the lava. The gravel was a bonus. And then more of it fell. And more of it. Yeah. I'll do that. What was I saying earlier about not having a shovel? There's a lot of lag over here. I wonder if there's still a bunch that has fallen. Like, why did not all this gravel successfully drop? There aren't that many torches on the ground. Hello. Can I just say goodbye? He's trying. He's trying to escape it. Oops. Man, I don't want that. It was manageable when it was one row. Oh, big part of this area is just flooded. And you didn't burn up like you were supposed to. That's why I didn't want to update the water. Because I didn't want it to turn the lava into obsidian. There's more gravel here. This place is not safe. We're gonna do it though. Might as well. That was really slow to update. What is it with gravel spawning? I thought that that one area where there's a whole bunch of it when I went mining, I really thought all of that. I just happened to get really lucky. Or unlucky, depending on how you view it. I just thought it was a very uncommon occurrence to find that much gravel in one area. Make sure none of that's floating. Because now I don't know. I'd rather the gravel come from up top than be below and collapse underneath. Man, this gravel cavern. This is intense. Oh, all this way. I was about ready to give up and call it quits. We found some gold. The one thing I've been looking for on this whole journey. It's the main reason why I wanted mining. Why I wanted to go mining. What's that, 4 pieces? 3. It's better than nothing. It says Hollyflower. I don't know if y'all would know that because y'all don't know the name of my Magus from Synduality. I've been playing less of Synduality because I've been playing a lot of Pragmata. Worth it. Great game. And I saw that gravel fall. See? That's why I tested it. That's why I didn't want to stand on the gravel when I flooded the area. Alright, well either way, with all this taken care of, this is not going to get me anywhere. It's about to be dark, sorry y'all. Hopefully this looks better than if I was streaming though. Because with the higher bitrate, presumably, with the higher bitrate, dark colors won't look as squished. Alright, so for the exit, oh look, there's some more gold. For the exit, what we're looking at, making sure I pick that up. Let's get this gold real fast. Nothing else. I know, aha, there's one. I'm pretty sure that there can be mine shafts. At least I'm hoping. Maybe not, that might be a 0.10 thing. I don't know. Well, either way, if we found a mine shaft, I'd be able to pick up more wood, craft sticks, make more torches. I'll have plenty of coal. The good thing about having all this coal is I will absolutely get to refill each of the furnaces. All 4 furnaces will be all nice and full. 7 gold, little by little. Well, I want to feel safe. This is not safe. Another gravel cave-in. And again, with it spitting the blocks out. Wonder if that's some sort of a internal server issue. Alright, for real this time, let's start finding the exit. Or we could make our own exit. More gold. Why is it that when I'm at the end of my journey, this is when I start finding gold? And what is with this water? Slivers of water floating above slivers of lava. Let's get rid of that, because that lava is a hazard. This also proves, I'm pretty sure, that you are more likely to find gold higher up. I didn't analyze the world yet. Maybe I'll do that while this is uploading. Because now I have to wait for it to upload. I can't just stream and then be done. And then it takes however long it needs to process. Wait. Okay, it's over there. Hello. Just making sure there wasn't any above me. There have been several notable gravel cave-ins. Whatever you want to call them. And I didn't want to be within one when it happens. I'll just block it off. Alright, this is officially our staircase out of here. Still have plenty of pickaxe durability, so I'm not concerned with that. And theoretically, we're supposed to be coming upon the halfway point of this entire video. In reality, it may take several more minutes. Auto jump, leave me alone. Well, you know what'll be nice? I can make this big old cobblestone tower, or this pillar, this one block pillar, and because I have water, all I have to do is put the water next to it, and then I could write it down. Unfortunately, I don't have any torches to put on top. Maybe I'll find a tree when we get there. I still have inventory slots. But maybe I'll find a tree. Hopefully I'm in a forest, I'm not under the ocean or something. It's a birch forest. And I saw that lighting update. So there's a dark oak. We're here at a regular forest. I don't see any light near here. Alright, regardless, let's What's the part where we temporarily grab this wood? Maybe it should have been a lone tree. In fact, sorry, I'm gonna have to leave this floating for now, because what we are going to do What am I doing on inventory space? Alright, let's make some torches first. Is that a desert? I see sand. We're gonna have to investigate that. I'm not crazy, right? That is sand. Please be an ocean and not the beach. Please be a desert, not the beach. No, not at all. And this is the place where Chunks did not save. You can see there's no population. There are no trees here. That's a big bowl of sadness. Also gonna mark the path. Maybe I should have marked the path with torches. I'm kind of planning on just walking in one direction. As on Java, at least as of Alpha 1.2, you can just throw up the debug menu. And you can always at least get back to world origin that way. And we're going to do that and put the cobblestone here. In fact, while we're up here, what I'll do is bump up the render distance. Because I really have no idea how far I've gone. There's a dark oak forest, so hopefully we're at least close. I see some dirt over there. I don't know what that is. That might be close to the caves we started in. And boop. There's that swamp. And I was right, I did see our hometown. Hometown buffet. Are those still around? Okay, so yeah, off in that distance. So yeah, that cave, somewhere around here, is about where we entered. So we really haven't traveled too far. And I was right, that is indeed the ocean where I thought it would be. And I forgot on which side I was supposed to place the thingy. Can I switch to third person? Boop. The side. Will it be nice and let me boop? There we go. If all goes well, that should slide right into the slot. And falling off when I didn't want to is exactly why I put the water first. Y'all know me and odd numbers. Alright, well, I guess I'll leave that there. But oh boy. Frame rate said nope. Hold on, maybe I will start putting the torch trail. Probably not too much. Well, at least enough to point me in the right direction. Hello. You're a liability. You're a liability. Ta-da! We've made it. Cool. And there's the pond I completely filled in. All gone now. And while we're here, let me grab my shears. Come on. Thank you. And that's exactly my problem I had previously. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. That's only solves part of the problem. Alright, I guess I'll be coming back for that. I'll probably just toss the coal first, and then go back for the torches and whatnot. I need something right here. I don't know what to put yet, but that currently feels empty. If you could just fill up the stacks as intended, that would be nice. Do I have full stacks of iron? I do. It'll take a while to sort. Let me just toss all this stuff first. Why does putting items in a furnace fill up the slots sequentially? But why does putting stuff in chests fill it up the slot you've selected? That feels like an inconsistency. I was looking over, checking to see if there was any drop trays. Still not an issue. Sad times. Hopefully tomorrow is a better day. Nothing else on the ground that I left behind. Boop. Thank you. Oh wait, hold on. Oh right, I left the water at the pillar. I was gonna use the water to get rid of all the grass, but that's not happening. Before we start cooking stuff up though, how about those entities off in the distance? See a skelly bum, but I saw a few things over there before the terrain itself floated. I still don't know yet what I'm gonna do with all this wool, but I'm gonna be glad I have all of it now. And I think I'm set. The sugarcane is doing good. It's almost all up to full size. I'll probably only fill up one more time. I don't plan on putting sugarcane on this side. I'm thinking just that area. Thank you. Come here, sheepy, sheepy, sheep. There's a lot of sheep. It's probably going to take too long. Alright, let's just start cooking stuff up. Alright, I'm going to be smart. And what I'm going to do is put away the iron that's not divisible by 8. Gives me a stack and 16. So we'll do... Let's start with half a stack there. That'll be 16. That'll be 16. Oh wait, hold up. Boop. That'll be 32. This one will just be 8 because it's gold. Oh hey, I picked up more cobblestone, and we didn't do the boring stuff of digging a pit. Hooray! Although this is not enough to power miracles. Still have that coal, but we're going to keep holding on to it because I'll need to refill the furnaces. Almost a stack of wool. Good job, me. I'm getting there. I almost want to do something with the big caverns off in that area. But truth be told, will probably end up happening. I'll probably get a bird's eye view and MC at it and see just how big of a cave is and decide from there where the optimal area is to start carving out and making all nice. Because there's this image in my head for how I sort of want to do the renovated cave. And if I can pull it off on here, then I'll know how I'll want to do it on my beta 1.8 world. Because I want to do a dwarf home cavern thing. That's on the to-do list. That's on the beta 1.8 to-do list. Therefore, I must take care of that before updating. Although, some of those items on the list, I don't think I can. Lava casts don't work. I think I'm gonna need 1.0 for that. The water and lava interaction mechanics are not they're not consistent yet. So because I don't know how to do it, that's gonna have to wait. I tried. I started one and it did not produce nearly as much cobblestone as it was supposed to. So now I kind of just have these big rings of cobblestone because it didn't make walls. So I'll have to deal with all that. But that's okay. One thing at a time, right? So I'll work on that eventually. There was something else. There was specific pixel art I wanted to do, but for the colors I have, beta 1.8 is limiting. I need stuff like purples and blues and whites, and I can't get snow. Wool is very difficult to come by. And I want to use mycelium, because that's almost purple. But that's not happening either. I haven't figured out yet if I want it to be vertical or horizontal, because that will depend on what block textures I have available. Alrighty, so let's scope out the area real fast. As much as I want cobblestone, the cobblestone are going to have to wait. Maybe what I could do is I could start working on a nice staircase down into that mine area, because I might just start setting up shack there. I have some torches, but we need more. All that iron is cooking. Is at least the gold done? Y'all know me and odd numbers. All done, all done. Boop. Double boop. Okay, so the amount of gold I have, 32. Yay. We need 36. 36 for the blocks. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's head back here real fast. Try to turn these into blocks now. Yeah, 5, which means I do only need 4 more. Wait a minute. Do I have enough? I can't remember. Do I need diamond blocks? I don't think so. I have exactly 4 more. Hey, hey saplings. Hey saplings, get over here. Well, that's a shame. This isn't being done live either. Oh well. Let me grab all that. Boop. In fact, maybe I should just start keeping the saplings in here. Save the coal. We're trying to avoid fossil fuels or whatever, right? Does coal count? I know it's carbon based. Is that just because we are most life forms, or at least regular life forms we are used to on here, are carbon based? How many stacks of saplings do I even have? There's another stack. There's another stack. Why do I have 35 potatoes and 28 carrots? Where'd those come from? Was I harvesting here and I forgot? Well, now I kind of want to go tree chopping just a little bit more. But I'll wait. There we go. So now I need some cobblestone. Don't remember how much. We're just going to grab that. I'll grab the core, which we are going to leave. We're going to start leaving in the, whatchamacalled, the valuables chest. This coal can be put away. Sheep, hello. Thank you for your wool. Oop. Oh wait, I was supposed to put 1 extra stack in there. Oops. That'll be for future me. Future me meaning right after this. Alright, so what I'm thinking... I think it's time to craft. I wonder if the nether reactor still drops doors. Because as time passed, I remembered that's why I have so many doors at home. Alrighty, so we'll put the shears away. We'll put the wool away. I'll hold on to the core, and I'm only going to have as much cobblestone as I need. So where to build this? This is like 13 by 13 wide, right? Maybe 17 by 17. I'm thinking maybe off in this direction. I don't want it super close to all this stuff. I also want to make sure it's low enough and not get chopped off by the top of the world. Feel a sneeze coming. Can I pineapple this one away? I could just obliterate this little mound right here if I built it right inside. I think nether reactor, or the nether spire will still delete anything. Maybe off to the swamp. I don't want it too far in case I want to come back to it. I think this area does look rather nice though. I'm gonna grab, or I feel like I should make a new one. Leave the other one alone. Make a new diamond pickaxe. That's not right. I'll make a diamond pickaxe and then do my best to mine the gold blocks. I think my limit is 3. My ability on here is to mine, or I can only mine up to 3. 3 out of the 4 gold blocks when trying to recover. And boop. I believe that's correct. So now, we say sorry to any animals that are nearby. There we go, put away all this stuff. That might slightly carve into that little mound right there. How are we doing? Sword still has plenty of durability, despite zombies taking 4 hits to go down. I feel like I've been talking about that in this whole stream. This isn't a stream anymore. Oops. Toss all that, toss the cobblestone. It's about to turn to nighttime. Toss the pickaxe. Let me also feel better, grab that now. Toss the pickaxe. In fact, I could probably leave all these tools. Keep the sword. Keep the food. I don't know how much damage these guys are going to do. Hiccup. Hiccup again. How are we doing on storage space? 3.7 gigabyte recording. That's alright. But I'm gonna have the urge to keep the original copy, which is kind of why I'd rather just stick to streaming. It's one of the reasons. Oops, that's not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted either. Alright, close enough. So I need diamond pickaxe, because this will mine faster than the iron one when I try to recover the gold. And the diamond pickaxe I brought with me is already nearly gone. Three out of my 4 diamonds I have left. This is kind of my fault because I did spend 3 diamonds on the reactor core to begin with. The hotbar is a little messy, but it does not matter much since I'm going to redo the whole thing anyway. So I just have to activate the core and then go around and mine those blocks. Oh wait, hold on. You know, at this point a little bit faster, just jump. I make all these nice pathways and not use them half the time. See, what are those? Are those like flowers? Maybe those are items. Are those item drops on the ground? Because they look like arrows. Hey, think there's a green bean in here? Use one arrow. Use a flower. I'm pretty sure there was something else I saw. But now that I'm in here, I'm not seeing it. That's alright, but now now we have to walk all the way back because I'm trying to maximize inventory space because if I end up getting, you know, another 5 doors, that's a whole 5 slots that I just can't use. That's not very cool. Besides, I may or may not have no idea what I'm going to do after I construct this. So, we're just going to set all this down anyway. Boop. Hopefully I don't take more than 11 chickens worth of damage. Probably not. The Zombo pigmen on here move rather slow, which I'm appreciative about. Alright, Mr. Sheep, you might want to move. It's about to get real. And let me pick this up. Let me pick this one up as well. Okay, we're not going back. I'm kind of getting tired of just back, forth, back, forth. Well, I want to at least save the flowers. And maybe these torches as well. I don't know how far this is going to extend. Somewhere between 13 and 17 blocks or so. And I don't feel like counting, so we're just going to pick all this up now. Alright, sorry baby pig. This is probably going to hurt. And let me clear this area. Because I can mine 3 of them quickly. You're kind of in the way. Thank you, buddy. Alright. And boop. The sheep is with us. And I missed it. I only got 2 of them. Go, go, go. Hello. You take 4 hits as well. At least I dropped gold for the blocks I didn't manage to get picked up. There's a lot of cactus. I don't need this much cactus. Or regular seeds. Although I don't know if the regular seeds drop from just breaking the tall grass. And it's nighttime. Because activating the core always sets it to night. Okay, now that I have some torches, I can boop. Maybe what I'll do is go back home and pick up all that netherrack we have. Because we have a lot of netherrack. I can use all that netherrack to fix this up. I'm pretty sure I dug up almost or all of an entire nether spire. And that's where all that netherrack came from. I guess they don't drop doors anymore. That's alright. I'll drop the gold. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Oh, wait, quartz. Quartz is an ore. Oh, a whole stack of it. That's nice. I have cactus. Maybe I'll start a cactus farm. Shame we don't have hoppers yet. Plus that pickaxe. Let me get the goods that I've used previously. That's a messy hotbar, but I can't fix it yet. Alright, so I think that's torches. Pickaxe, axe, shovel. But to get that shovel, I'm gonna need. Oops. There we go. Hooray. Oh, wait a minute. If I want to make a cactus farm, you know what I need? If I want to make a cactus farm, I'm gonna need. Whatchamacallit? I'm gonna need sand. And I also kind of realized, let's not sleep yet because I broke some of the torches and I want to put them back. I'm officially claiming this area. Let me light up out here. Because I'm claiming this area, I need to make sure it's safe for me. I'll put torches on the inside soon. I don't plan on getting to the upper levels. But I want to light up the whole bottom floor. There we go, this is much nicer. Hooray, the power of light, scraping away at the darkness. Uh-oh. I see you. Goodbye. This is where I depart. Except I want to put more torches on the inside now. Hello. That's safer, right? I don't know. I don't remember how I lit these up previously. This one will probably be different. This also might be one of the last nether spires we construct on this world. I might get lucky and do one more. I'll probably get rid of this in the end. Well, I'll just set that. Oopsies, hello. Set that as it is for now. Already almost out of torches. Don't we have another 24? We had 26. Daytime already. Has it really been that long since I activated the spire? Sun's coming up. Oh, you know what I need? I need an observation tower. I want a way to view the sun when it rises and sets. Problem is, I'm pretty sure it still rises in the north and sets in the south. I just have this feeling. And one of the reasons why I have that feeling is because on the 3DS edition, it wasn't until the very last update that they fixed the sun orientation. So I think what ended up happening is because they were using 1.1's code base, they did a full update because it started with 0.15. That was the first version of the 3DS being based on, and then they didn't get the code base update until 1.1. So because it took so long, I feel like it might not be until 1.0 or so where the Pocket Edition gets the fixed sun rotation or orientation. I think we might get longer day and night, a longer day-night cycle before then, but we'll need to wait and see. Anyways, what does this have to do with an observation tower? The observation tower is going to be functional in all 4 directions, because if I just build it facing the 2 directions now, there's a chance that it's going to become obsolete in the future. That's not really what I want. Hooray, future-proofing. Well, first, cactus farm. Question, where's the cactus coming from? How about since we already started going in this direction, how about we just head back there? I'll need to make sure to grab that nether reactor core by the time I'm done today. I'll keep seeing that spire, so at least it should remind me. And all these zombies just outside loaded chunks. Oh. When you cross a boundary, that loads all the chunks in front of you. We'll go along the shoreline and see if we find any deserts over there. But truth be told, I feel like it's unlikely. Well, since I already sort of wandered in this direction, might as well. Hello. Since I already sort of started wandering in this direction, I might as well keep going. Not a swamp tree? Is this a swamp tree right here? I think it is. Where else do you find the oak trees that are that wide? Alright, all that sugarcane I just collected. Look, now we can get more sugarcane. So this is where I saw the sand before. And I'm kind of hoping that we find more off in this direction. But from what it's looking, I have my doubts. This is kind of a nice little cove area. Because you've got the ocean there. And you have this big old indentation. And if the ocean keeps going right, this almost feels like a peninsula. Alright, let's see. Do you see what I see? I see sand. And more birch forests. And that little island I lit up before. You know what I don't see? I don't see any deserts. Part of me wants to... Never mind, we don't have boats. Just kidding. I no longer want to try to hop in a boat and keep going in that direction. We're going to leave that sugarcane. It's not fully grown yet. I guess this is where I'll start just digging up sand. I don't know if I have any other plans for this island in the future. Look at all that ocean. I wonder how many of those chunks are even going to bother saving. The game will render and load many more chunks than what actually gets written. Part of the space saving optimization I've mentioned before. Chunks that are guaranteed to be saved are chunks you've done stuff in. So anytime that you, the player, like places or builds something, the chunk is going to save. But just chunks you see, unlike Java, they will not get automatically saved. That's why we have so many trees that get cut off, because those chunks there did not get saved. And so the tree on the adjacent chunks were already generated because they did not regenerate. They did not have the population spill into the chunks that got generated a second time. I don't even know how much sand I need, but me and glass will probably end up wanting a lot. I'm also thinking of just leaving this hole because I might go down one block, but we'll see. We'll see how much shovel durability is left after I dig up this whole thing. Oop. Based on current time, there will be about 20 minutes left of the day. Then it's gonna be lunchtime, and then after lunch, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to download the first two streams first, piece all three of them together, all three parts, and make some sort of half-decent transition, and then upload, and then get sad. But today is just not a good stream day. Oi. Thankfully, this is not my flagship series, Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld. This is why you do your tests first, kids. Test your hypotheses before putting into action. If I really wanted, I could get rid of the entire second layer of this island and just have it be one block of water all the way around. I probably don't need to do that though. After this, since tomorrow, since tomorrow is going to be 0.10, I'm going to need to look into a biomap because I want to find some distal mountains. In fact, maybe I'll get lucky and I'll run into a desert as well. I might be able to just use an older biome viewer because I don't think there are any changes to the biome system all the way through 1.17, since this is still based on 1.7's terrain generator. There are big differences, especially with math calculations and all that. 1.18 tried bringing it much closer to vanilla, or much closer to Java. Or, well, anyways, because there are differences, or because there should not be any big changes, I should be able to use any biome viewer that supports Pocket Edition 1.17. In fact, I think I know one that at least goes as far back as 1.16. Bye. Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna leave it. You know what? Here's what we'll do. Y'all know me in odd numbers. There you go. That way, the next time I'm here and digging up sand, I won't have to worry about that. We have a problem. And our problem comes in the form of about 9 skelebums. Why do they not get mad at each other? That's one of my favorite features for Java. Yet here they are, challenging their own brethren. And they say, this is fine. I'm still mad at the player. wonder if this was a mistake. They're not firing very fast though. Maybe I'll just run. Let me grab some chicken though. Nom 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 nom. Oh, my helmet broke. The reason why I know it's my helmet is because that's the last piece. That's the piece with the lowest durability. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make somewhat of a torch trail, even though these are the last of my torches, I believe. If I can get back to my other torch trail, then I know I'm close. Otherwise, I just know it's off in this general direction. Bye bye. Bye bye to you too. Excuse me, cows. Oop, hold up. Don't do it, Zombo. I feel like I'm gonna walk around the corner of one of these trees, and there'll be a sneak attack from a green bean. Hopefully not, though, since I see the light. Nope, there was one. Good thing I didn't go more left than I was thinking. You know what would be nice? I don't know how long it'll take, but it would be nice if I could get rid of every tree between here and that little sand island I just dug up. I don't know how long it'll take for me to get there, but I'm gonna try. And while I'm here, okay, with all this glass, or sorry, with all this sand, I'll just use up all the saplings we have in here. That one's cool, that one will stick around. Am I hearing noises? Am I hearing stuff walk outside? I think I'll try to sleep. My reaction time on here is lower than Java, mainly because I don't have good mouse controls. I have to hold down the control key before the mouse does all this. But if I wander too far, the mouse will not turn. Oh well. And I see Mr. Green Bean over there. And I need to get down. Except auto jump won't leave me alone. Alright, buddy. Prepare to be eliminated. I wonder if there are ocelots. I don't know if ocelots were added yet. Let me toss this down real fast, complete the stack. Bye-bye. Did I put the rest of the gravel I collected in here? Hold on, now I'm second guessing. Why do I feel like I kept it in my blocks chest? No, I did not. Okay, good job, me. Hooray, organization. Alright, sugarcane, how are we looking? I haven't been nearby, so maybe the chunks weren't fast enough to load. I think we're all set. I'm probably gonna make a dedicated sugarcane chest after this. In fact, I have a dedicated farm area. Oh, what are we at? 62. Did that not place? Can you not place sugarcane inside yourself? Even though it doesn't have any collision. Oh, that's gravel. End of the line. At least on that side. Hiccup. Again. I'll probably not go any farther than on this side. Oops. Double oops. There we go. I don't know how much this is, but now I'm satisfied. So once it all grows up, I'll start adding a little more and make it maybe 5 or 6 blocks tall. Maybe not the whole thing, but at least some of them. Add some waves, up, down, up, down. Maybe I'll have a really tall one that's 8 blocks. We'll see. But for now, how was all this doing? I'd say this is an excellent use for all those saplings. I think before I start the cactus farm, I'll just do this now. Stop jumping. Oh wait, I don't have any oak planks. I do not need 12 chests. At least not yet. There we go. So if I have some of the farms here, what I might do, I might try expanding them. Each one would require an extra 6 blocks. I don't think I have that on this side. Ah, that's only 5. If this was shifted over 1 or even 2 blocks, I'd be able to expand that farm into the double set. Otherwise, if I wanted... Oh, I can't expand that one into a triple, even though those don't naturally generate. I'll leave this one... I don't know, here maybe. Boop, boop. Alright, there we go. So that's there. Now I feel like I should have the cactus farm close by. We have less than 10 minutes. So if I keep sugarcane there, I might put it here. Will this ruin the view? Well, having a big piece of cobblestone right there already kind of ruins the view. Well, you know what I could do? I could just extend the wood forward and then not see the cobblestone. That looks so odd. At least now I know I can do this. If I were to ever do it again, I think I'd make those segments longer. Alright, so to do a cactus farm, I'm thinking something small. We'll have Signs can't be floating, which means we'll just have maybe dirt. In fact, if I dig this up a little bit, let me grab the shovel I don't have anymore. Never mind, let's go grab more shovels. So I'm thinking the standard cactus grows, meets the sign, sign breaks cactus, items fall into water. Something basic like that, since that doesn't take any redstone. How about I make another shovel and a pickaxe? I don't need that much, but in fact, hold on here, let me just grab all of this. Or a better idea. I need one pickaxe. Oop. That's right. I was supposed to make... I needed more sticks. Maybe I should make a proper house, and not just a villager house. Too late, I already kind of called this... Is it sleeping? No, bedroom. The sleeping room. Sure, someone has said that before. Alright, let's start digging. After I put these planks away. I'll make the signs after. In fact, I'll start with maybe 2 stacks. No, in fact, how about I just start with 1 stack of sand? I don't know how much I'm going to need. Oh, I don't have any torches. Oop. I'll have to wait. Alright, well, either way, a few more minutes till we hit the 2-hour point. We are at 8 gigabytes, just about, of just this one part. Boy. One, two, three, one, two. Oh wait, oopsies, that was 2. Starting out with a square. I like my consistencies. This might need to be 9 by 9, because if I do 9 by 9, then I can fit an 8 by 8 floating grid. 8 by 8 checkerboard. Although, if I have the walls entirely made out of something that's not dirt, like what if I surround it in cobblestone? And I'll need to keep expanding this way a little bit. I'm not going to make it too far down, but I figured at least start at ground level. And I have dirt to build. And I've got my sand. Oh wait, I would need like 4 by 4 floating. Hold on, let me grab cobblestone first and then we'll go from there. You know, a better idea, how about I use dark oak? We still have a lot of dark oak. Let me just grab you, and the bonus 37. Boop. In fact, I have an idea. I have an image in my mind for how I want to do this. This is the part where we grab the logs. So I'm thinking, nope, no. I want them vertical, please. I guess it won't matter if I have the corner, but no, it will bother me, because I'll want some glass for the below or the above ground sections. So we start there. So if I have dirt, or sorry, if I have a cactus on that block, and on that block, this is only going to give me a 3x3 grid. I'll need to expand it to include 4. We're getting there. So that's 3. I'll need to extend at least 3 more blocks. Oops, not that one. So that one's forward 3. That one's forward 3. I'll probably end up building this higher, where the planks are, but that'll have to wait. That way it's not just a smooth surface. We don't have too much longer left of the day, because in the real world, sorry, tick-tock noon o'clock, we're just going to go just a little bit longer to hopefully hit that 2-hour runtime. Of course, I cannot check. Oh, wait a minute. We don't have enough. Should have been 1 more. Should have been 4, not 3. It's like there's a dead zone above the hotbar that's larger than the UI, where I cannot click that far down. Because, like, it doesn't update. Interesting. I don't know what the problem is. There's that 3. I'm not going to do this wall just yet, because I need to make sure that I have all this at least taken care of to begin with. There we go. So that's where I have my first layer. So then this is where the sand is. I didn't really want to use any other block. And then we're going to make this 4 layers tall. Not today, because once I get this done, then that'll be it. So we're going to have this 4 layers tall. So that's the first one for cactus, which means if cactus is on this layer, the signs are going to be on this layer. That'll be used to break the cactus. I don't know if this is the most efficient way, if staggering them would have been more efficient, but this is the design we're going with, because I'm coming up with it entirely on my own. And after all of today, I'm going to hope that future episodes will be properly live, and this is the only one that's half, not even half, it's like 2/3 recorded. But anyways, that's all it for this time. Thank you all for watching. Bye.